I'm going to explore Minecraft for my final ethnography project. So some context about Minecraft is it was created in 2009. It's an online gaming system that can be played on any device that has wireless capabilities. It's called a sandbox video game because it allows players to create and manipulate the world. So the purpose of this study is to explore the literacies involved in Minecraft, specifically the reading practices that are involved in navigating the game. The reason I chose Minecraft was because it's not something I'm personally experienced with. However, my tutor, Oliver, who you see in the picture, he has had an invested interest in the game. And so the setting is here in the LRCC, and this is where I tutor Oliver in room 152. So there are actually 3 participants in this study. The first one is going to be Oliver. He's a first grader who is very interested in Minecraft. Myself, the tutor, I'm the first year doc student. I have very little experience with Minecraft. I'm also the author. And then finally, our technician. This was a surprise. This is Dan. He's responsible for all the technology here in the LRCC, and he has extensive knowledge of Minecraft. So the texts that are involved in playing Minecraft are really more like symbols and icons and numbers. And these symbols here are immediately recognized by Oliver because he has 4 instructional Minecraft books that he is completely invested in. And he brings these books into tutoring every week. And these books are really like instructional manuals for different parts of Minecraft. One of them deals specifically with what you see here on the screen, which is different inventories that allows Oliver to create different things. So, for instance, he has to use in this picture, you'll see the book and then 2 diamond symbols and then 4, I believe these are like coal. And so when you add these 7 symbols together, you get a brand new thing. And so really, when you're thinking about these texts that you read when you're playing Minecraft, the authors are definitely assuming that the players have an interest in gaming and can navigate the language. And so for somebody like me who has very little experience with gaming, this is where I hit a frustration level. However, Oliver, since he does have such a vested interest in this, he's completely fine with trying to figure it out. And so action and sequencing. So what you'll see is Oliver is playing Minecraft on the computer for the first time in the following video. He is playing in creative mode, and creative mode is where you can build and create, and you do not have to worry about things coming and getting you. That's actually what you do in survival mode. And so while he's in creative, he's just going to navigate and create until his world is finished. And at that time, you can move on to a new world, or he can continue to create in creative mode. What's interesting is each of these modes can be shared with other Minecraft players. So for instance, Oliver can create his own Minecraft world and share it with another player. And this is a video of Oliver playing Minecraft.
So you figured out how to go, and what are you looking at now?
I'm looking, oh yeah. I'm looking at Minecraft. Hold on, let me try to see if I can find a pic.
Find a what?
See? When I do that, wait.
What is this called?
Minecraft.
Perfect. Okay, so in here you're looking for a pit.
Hey, look it! I'm getting my youth back.
Yeah.
And so that was a video of Oliver playing Minecraft. Now this is the first time that he's played on the computer, and if you noticed in there, there's his 4 books that he continually brings in as reference points. I do want to take a moment and talk to you about the frustration level with Minecraft. So when it came to playing on the computer, Oliver really was only able to navigate it for a short while before he became frustrated with how the pieces move. So you can see on the keyboard where his hands are. So it's over in like the left hand side of the keyboard is where he manipulated to move characters up and down and forward, backward, left, and right. And then also when he's looking at the trackpad, that's how he was able to see. And so this was really frustrating for Oliver because it wasn't user friendly for his little 7-year-old hands. And so this is when we went to Dan, who is the resident Minecraft expert here at the LRCC, to kind of figure out if there was a different way that we could do this. What was interesting was that Oliver was okay with finding it in the book. However, I wasn't sure where this was in his book, and so we just went ahead and asked Dan. And so here's Oliver and Dan navigating Minecraft. And so I don't know if you heard that, but Dan just said we should play with the mouse. And so it was right after this moment where Dan found a mouse for Oliver, and then they started working with the mouse to try to manipulate Minecraft. So let's talk about the rules a little bit for playing Minecraft. And so really the conventions that you need to kind of think about is time and attention span. So somebody, like I've mentioned before, who is familiar with gaming, appreciates gaming, are going to be able to pick up on those rules very quickly and be comfortable with them. The implicit rules is where you have to navigate through the world until frustration level, and then you determine how to work through that and continue playing. And so when you put it all together, thinking about Oliver's experience in Minecraft, and then my experience, as well as Dan's, helping us out, it's actually really interesting because, like I said, this wasn't something I was very interested in, playing Minecraft, but here at the center, we are very much interest-based tutoring, and since Oliver is very interested in Minecraft, it was something I just started learning along with him. He obviously had a quicker uptake than I did, and so I struggled a little bit with navigating the world and what different pieces and things mean, whereas Oliver just picked it up like that and was ready to go. And so when it comes to being literate is actually defined as being able to read and write. And then when you think about digital literacy, it's people who are able to understand computer devices, and that's not necessarily just like your MacBook Pro, which is what I have in front of me. It's also thinking about the different types of technology, for instance, like an iPad or any computer system. And then it's also thinking about your ability to engage in online communities and social networks, and then being able to adhere to those protocols within those communities. It's being able to find, capture, and evaluate information, and understanding societal issues raised by digital technologies, as well as possessing critical thinking skills. And I think the critical thinking skills is what will make or break somebody in being digitally literate, just because there's so many times in a day where you hit that frustration level with technology, that if you're able to bust through and really think about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how to solve those problems, that just is a key for your success there. And so when you think about the being literate in the context of Minecraft, this isn't something that's critical to survive in our society. However, I do believe that being digitally literate is. And so, what's interesting in Minecraft is it's not the traditional reading of text, but the reading of symbols in the world within Minecraft, which is a lot like what you see now in different websites and social media outlets as well. And so, when you think about the flip side of that, which is being illiterate, the consequences of being traditionally illiterate in Minecraft isn't severe because it is so non-traditional. And so really, I mean, kids just have to be able to, or any player actually, has to be able to just read and understand symbols. So it's more of the symbols than it is words and text. And so you have to be able to read the world, you have to be able to read like the way your players are playing, those kind of things. And so even if you are digitally literate, like myself, but you have no interest in gaming, you're still going to have difficulty navigating Minecraft, just because it is so gaming focused. And having that background definitely helps in your success in Minecraft. And so when you think about Minecraft literacy versus school, the idea of gaming literacy isn't supported in schools. It's still seen as one of those extracurriculars or clubs or things like that. However, digital literacy is supported through the Common Core State Standards. It's in writing, I think it's like Standard 9 or something. But anyway, when you're thinking about where we're at in this edge of technology, the creation of worlds and gaming, it is a new frontier. And it should be noted that technology is encouraged in the classroom for research, word processing, and the creation of final projects. However, we're kind of on that cusp where it's like we've done all of the creation stuff of like final projects and we've done PowerPoints and things like that. Now let's see what else that we can do. And so when you think about autonomous and ideological models of literacy, Oliver's model of literacy is autonomous in that he brings his previous knowledge of literacy, Minecraft and gaming, to the event, and it's ideological in that it is ever evolving based on the continual experience with Minecraft. And so the more he plays the game, the better he will be. Literacy and power. So this was interesting because Oliver is only 7, and because of that, he has had little playing time in Minecraft. However, he's been reading about it since Christmas, which allows him to navigate the game easily. It should also be noted that Oliver does have the iPad app, but it's the free one, and so it doesn't allow you to navigate the world as extensively as the paid version does. And so at home, what Oliver will do is he will get into the world and do as much as he can on the iPad. And so what was interesting is when he transitioned from the iPad over to the computer and the keyboard, because he had at the beginning had a lot of trouble navigating the keyboard, what the keys meant, especially when he's never really had experience with a traditional keyboard on a computer. He's seen it on an iPad and seen it on a phone, but never just sat down at a computer and like typed yet. But again, you have to realize that Oliver's still only 7. And so when you think about the power with Minecraft, is the one who holds the most power in the game is the one who invests the most time and energy. And so there really is no age limit to that because it is an all ages game. And so really the power can be in anybody's hands. And so for my final little reflection, while I do not position myself as a gamer, I do see the value of using games for classroom use. And this kind of goes back to G's lecture from last week, where games allow users to be engaged. They are able to problem solve and collaborate. And these are skills that are valued in the classroom, workplace, and in life. So I think there is value in gaming.